So we have here the CBS single window and the Fox early window TV map update. So we have Medford, Oregon actually went from Kansas City, Carolina to Denver, Las Vegas. Lake Charles, Louisiana was actually supposed to show Kansas City, Carolina. However, they have went to Tennessee, Houston, probably for the Houston fans. That's shared team market. Which makes sense. I need to get those, And then you got Emerald, love it. Wichita Falls, and Tyler, Texas. We're supposed to show. It's up there. And then you got Tennessee, Houston. They're supposed to show. They're going to show Kansas City, Carolina now. And then, so yeah, you have a lot of big updates. The feature game is getting some more stuff, and there's a few areas where the feature game is getting taken away. So, and then you got the Fox early window. So it was St. Louis, Missouri, and Fort Myers, Florida updated before. Now Lexington, Kentucky went from Dallas, Washington to Detroit, Indianapolis. Alaska was supposed to show Dallas at Washington, which Alaska usually goes by Seattle, Washington, or Washington is showing, and then Hawaii goes by it depends, because it depends on the Hawaii game on, but typically they pick the best. If California is showing multiple teams like LA Rams, San Francisco on Fox, showing multiple different California teams on Fox, they might go by the best game, otherwise you just go by what California is showing, and that is Dallas at Washington. And Alaska affiliates pick one game and they all show that maybe there's just one big major affiliate like Anchorage, Alaska. There could be Juneau, Alaska. But you got they are choosing to show Minnesota at Chicago in Alaska, and then South Bend, Indiana was supposed to show Minnesota at Chicago. However, it has switched to Detroit and Indianapolis. It might have had either, which makes sense for Indianapolis fans in Indiana. And also makes sense for maybe the tiny little bit they share tad with. Maybe they share just a little bit with the Detroit, the Detroit Lions, Detroit fans in Michigan. So there again, that one. And then, so yeah, that is it. That's the new updates for the Fox CBS single and the Fox early. So again, Medford, Oregon, from Kansas City, Carolina to Denver, Las Vegas. That happened today. Yesterday also, they updated that Kansas City, Lake Charles, Louisiana, went to Tennessee, Houston from Kansas City, Carolina today. Amarillo, Wichita Falls, Tyler, Texas, went from Tennessee, Houston to the feature national game. Kansas City, Carolina. And then you have the Fox really good. St. Louis, Missouri, Fort Myers, Florida, Lexington, Kentucky. We went from Dallas, Washington, Detroit, Indianapolis all on Thursday. Alaska went to Minnesota, Chicago, from Dallas to Washington on Thursday. And South Bend went to Detroit, Indianapolis, from Minnesota, Chicago on Thursday. No updates on the Fox slate, which I don't think there will be any updates on the Fox slate unless Alaska goes to San Francisco at Green Bay, or maybe a little tiny part that But I think the Fox slate's safe. The CBS single, there might be a few more changes in the CBS single. I could see that. The Fox early. I mean, you could see a few changes in the Fox early. Maybe with Montana, Wyoming, and the Omaha, Nebraska area, maybe. Well, maybe not. But we'll see how that goes. But there have been a few changes away from the featured national game. There have been, and actually these secondary games. But usually, what happens is usually, they give you a game and then you can change it if you're not in the immediate market of a team. You can change it, and Fox does not have to grant your request. Fox or CBS does not have to grant your request. But typically, there's something coming from like a TV station in the area saying that even if we get a game, a Fox game, because I think it was like Wisconsin station that shows like Green Bay Packers games normally. But even when games, there's not Green Bay Packers games on, and they're showing a game on that channel, we can request to show it. We get a featured game, like Wednesday, like they tell us the game that's going to be on in our area, like whenever that is, like Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day that is, they tell us what game's going to be on our air. And then if we're not in like the immediate market or like a Sunday viewing market, like of that team, you can choose to show like another game. Like for example, Wisconsin, they're showing Minnesota, Chicago. They could say, for example, if they want to request to show, say, Dallas at Washington or Detroit, Indianapolis, say, and like the Green Bay area, say, could request to show another game. They would probably get approved. However, but Fox doesn't have to approve it, but Fox doesn't have to. But typically, from what I heard, they will approve it, especially if you're not in like the immediate market of like a team. Especially if you're not in like the immediate market of a team, like you're in like Oregon, or say you're in like Utah, or like a state. Say you're in a state without an NFL team, or the NFL team in like your area is not playing at all, then either typically areas would either typically stick with the national game, or they'll move and get switched to another game because they see it, what the games are for that window, that slate of games on Fox and CBS. Typically, though, if your local team is playing on CBS in that area, they won't switch, they won't have like the Fox early. They won't switch like this Fox early, like the CBS signal, like Miami. They're showing New England, Miami. They don't care about the Fox early. And yeah, they could switch to Detroit, Fort Myers, Florida, switch to Detroit, Indianapolis, but they probably really care about that since most of the people are watching since Miami, since people are on CBS watching New England, no. But Fort Myers probably just did it just in case, your game is over. Maybe you want to see how Indianapolis, an AFC team, is Indianapolis, and you can. So